Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and welcome to another Pokemon Showdown video. Today's video I'm going to be using a Trick Room team that I made in PU a while ago. I haven't actually used it in a while, and there was a tier shift recently with a few different things added. So I don't know if this team is actually still viable, but when I was using it, it was pretty good. Also, I used to have a Silvally Dark on this team, but I can't have that anymore because that moved up to PUBL, I think. So I switched it out for Volibee, and we'll see how that works. But the idea behind this Trick Room team is just essentially to have some pretty bulky Pokemon that can set up and sweep, and or just kind of tank hits pretty well to the point where it's not a huge deal if, you know, my opponent has some strong attackers, because generally on Trick Room teams everything's really bulky. The little gimmick with this, though, is that it's a double Octopus team, because I'm using both Grapple Oct and Octillery. I thought this was funny one day, and I figured, let's give it a shot. So we're going to see what happens. The cool thing about this team also is that it has some pretty awesome type coverage. And it's got some few little interesting gimmicks, like having Memento on Dusclops, so I can set up a Trick Room and then, you know, switch out into something. Essentially, though, from what I'm seeing here as his potential lead opportunities, he's got probably Palpitoad and or Crustle, but I feel like Palpitoad's probably a Stealth Rocket because Crustle can just be good with Shell Smash and stuff. So this is going to be a problem with Togetic, I think. We'll see, though. But based on what he has, I guess I will lead off. I'll lead off with Grapple Act because I don't think he'll lead with Togekiss. And it's Maractus. Okay, that's a great start. So I'm just going to Power Up Punch here. This will at least give me a little bit of damage. That's fine. I don't care about the spiky shield. And actually, you know what? The chances of him switching on to Togetic right here are incredibly high, so I'm actually going to go to Mawile, which is great. Okay, so we get that. And now I force him in a situation where he either stays in and takes a Sheer Force Iron Head. Now, I could have ran Life Orb on this, but I didn't want to. This thing also typically can sometimes pack Flamethrower, which is fine. But I'm just going to go for the Iron Head here. I think that's a pretty safe play. Holy cow, that did a lot of damage. And then in this particular turn, you know, I think I'm going to switch on to Dusclops. It is a fully special wall, so if he Volt switches, at least I can learn what his item is. Okay, that's great. And now I'm just going to go ahead and set up Trick Room, because I can. So we get that. He does a little bit of damage. It means if I can set up rocks, he's going to die when he switches in. Oh, and that's perfect. Okay, cool. He brings in Fracture. I feel like that's a odd play to make, but we're going to go Mawile here because he doesn't have a Fairy Resist. He got the defense drop's not a big deal, but he doesn't have a Fairy Resist, so whatever he switches into is going to take a ton of damage here. Okay, so he loses Manectric, which is good because that was probably the most, like, overtly offensive threat in his team. Now, why would he do this unless he's going to immediately switch on to Palpitoad? You know, I get one more turn of this. Oh, he just forfeited. Alright. I was going to Stealth Rock there. Okay, so that's that. Again, I'm not playing on my usual account, which is like, you know, somewhere in the 1500 range in most of the tiers. So I'm getting a lot of like weird matches, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But the idea is just to kind of show off like some various cool things that this team can do. Do I have a ghost? Oh, this is going to be really obnoxious. I hate fighting Double a lot, like always, because it's always just one set and it's a mono attacking rest set, which is like the biggest meme in all of like PU, where everything just runs one move, and chances are that one move has an immunity to it, which in this case Body Press is immune by Ghost, so we may be in a very interesting situation for a very long time using this, but we'll see what happens. Looks like a pretty safe lead is Grapple Act here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. His best thing here is to leave a Stonjourner, which I don't think can kill me with Heat Crash. He also doesn't have a fighting resist now that I'm looking at his team. So this is really, really good. It might actually be a more beneficial thing for me to save this for when I can just like sweep. So we'll see what he does here, but okay, he's just gonna do that. And why does that do nothing? What? Oh, he must be max defense. That's weird. Which means though that he probably actually can't really do much to my Dusclops. That's so weird. Okay. Well, I need to keep this thing alive because it sweeps half his team, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out now. Vibrava is a fine switch. He may have a Toxic, that's okay. We're going to Trick Room here, and yeah, that's okay, no big deal. Alright, there's that. And then, do I just Memento here? Because Octillery is a really, really, really nice thing against this team too, and I could start to like do my thing. I think I'm just gonna go Octillery because I don't think he has anything that'll hit me hard enough for it to matter. Yeah, and then I just have the Ice Beam here. I could also predict the obvious Lapras switch and Energy Ball here, which I have learned in the past I should not do because my opponent never actually switches when I think they're going to. But what's the point in learning? I'm just going to go, oh, hey, they did it. They actually did it. And he's max special defense or assault vest. Okay. Well, this allows me to go into Mawile pretty easily here. I'll take the freeze dry. Oh, wait, no, he's just max special defense because he had Toxic. What? Play rough? And that's fine. Okay. That still does a lot. Alright, so Heatmore is in. Again, you know, I think Volibee is a pretty solid switch here. Or maybe Masharna might be the best one. Basically, I have to take 2 hits, because obviously Fire Lash and or Fire Blast, I don't really know. This is actually a pretty bad matchup now that I'm looking at it. If I don't have Trick Room up, we have some issues here. Okay. I can see myself still winning this somehow, though, but anyways. Okay. That's really annoying that Lapras is max special defense. Okay. I guess I'll go Masharna. He's Sunny Dade, which again is fine, because this gives me a free Trick Room. This thing actually, in terms of just matchup in general, what is this set? Okay, sure. Sunny Day with Taunt? Well, now I get it, because he's a Life Orb. Okay, so this is going to do a lot. This is going to take him out. That's not a big deal. I can see how his team works with Sun. Like, that's pretty obvious here, but this is annoying. Okay. Thankfully I have Grapple Act. See, I don't know here. That really killed me? Okay. Probably his Weather Ball. So I think Grapple Act is there, but I know he has Moonblast. He actually might be Specs. I've seen that set before, where people run Specs Blossom. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll go Dusclops. He's Scarfed. Okay, so now I know that. Thank God I run Frisk on this. So either he's gonna switch, or he's gonna just try and stay in, and I think I'm just gonna go Mawile here because this isn't gonna do a lot, and I know he's Scarfed, and so I can just Iron Head here, which is a pretty safe play, which actually saved me a little bit because with the Frisk ability, I'm thankfully running that. Really? Why are you staying in here? Maybe he just doesn't have a better switch in. I just want to deal as much damage to Stonjourner if he decides to go into that. So that's why I'm going with this right now. And actually, fun facts. Well, that's hilarious. I could Sucker Punch here, but I feel like He won't. Yeah, he might. Alright, he did. Okay, I wasn't actually expecting him to do that. Okay, well that's great, because now he's in a position where Grapple Locked can pretty much sweep. Which is amazing. So... or he's just going to be the mono-attacking rest set. Mono-attacking rest set for the win. Okay. So, I'm going to miss a Hydro Pump or 4. Or this is just going to do 0 damage. Alright, well... this is one of those annoying situations where I can't actually kill him, and he can't actually hurt me. So, we're just going to stall here for, like, 6 hours. God, I hate fighting this thing. Again, it's like I was talking about in the last video with Eldegoss, where it's like it exists solely for the sake of just being annoying. Alright, we're gonna Trick Room. Who runs Life Do? Alright, I guess just go right into Grapple Locked here. I know I can take a Freeze Dry. Okay, this is fine. And I got 3 turns of this, so this will be great. What I think is going to happen, though, is I think that he's going to just switch into Stondrener. I'm going to take some damage, or he's just going to do that. I think he's going to try to go into everything but Double, which is the correct play to make here, and then he can just sweep me with Double. Because I'm Toxic, so I'm eventually going to lose, you know? And that's annoying. This is just one of those obnoxious, like, situations where, yeah, okay, cool, Stondrener comes in. Just get the close combat. Oh, he has Protect? Oh! That's actually great. Because now I get this situation where... okay, here's what we're going to do. This is actually great, because what I was thinking before was that I didn't have a way of switching in safely against this, which is fine, because now I can go Mawile, and I'm just going to play rough. Wait, no, I'm going to Iron Head here. I think I can still win this now, because I think my opponent made some pretty bad mistakes here. Or maybe not. It really just depends on how he plays the Double, because this thing has Protect, which is weird. And that just kills me? Okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to Nightshade. Good. I called that correctly. So we're going to Nightshade. Great. And now I'm going to Trick Room. And now I'm going to Nightshade. That was perfect. That could not have worked any better than it just did. Alright, and now I pretty much sweep with Grapple Lock. See, that was very poor playing on my opponent's part. Watch what happens, though, right now. Watch, I'll, like, for some reason, not kill Blossom, and then, like, Double will have Protect 2 or something like that. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Alright, I still killed it, even with the Fluffy. That's pretty good. Alright, and that's that. Because even if I die here, I still have U-turn. Alright, cool, we got it. Alright, I don't think I deserve that win at all. I think my opponent heavily misplayed that, but, you know, whatever. We'll take it. And that'll be that. So, again, the whole purpose behind this team was just for fun to use, like, double Octopi, because who wouldn't want to? It just makes me laugh that there are now 2 octopus Pokemon. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it's funny and it's silly and I enjoy it. So, alright. Let's see here. A pretty good lead here would be Octillery, I think. Just because whenever I lead with this, it's always like I have one move to hit you super effectively, regardless of like who you are generally, or just one move to hit extremely hard, regardless of the opponent. I was running Water Spout on it previously. I was also running its specs, but being able to switch up moves on a Trick Room team I think is incredibly important. Unless you feel like you actually can lock yourself into one move, which against this team I actually could lock myself into one move. He has 3 Pokemon very, very weak to water, which is why leading with Octillery is a good idea, and then I have to just be careful about how I play it. So this is great. He's probably going to go into Noir or Dust Noir here, or whatever his Silvally is, but at least he'll get some damage, maybe. Oh, and he has the pressure. So that significantly reduces the amount I can use this. But Volibee is a pretty easy switch here, or maybe Musharna predicting. Usually they don't have Shadow Punch, and he's leftovers, so I doubt he's like Shadow Punch. I'm gonna go Musharna. He Will-O-Wisped. That would have been bad for him, and I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. I know that I can. Okay, well this is good either way. Perfect. I'm glad I didn't Trick Room then, because I have that, so that works out really nicely. And then Mr. Rime can't really do anything to Musharna unless he freezes me with a Freeze Dry. And he can also just slack off for like an hour, but that's a whole thing. So this is great, because now this thing usually actually runs a decent amount of speed, Carkol, so I can actually Trick Room here and then switch out into Octillery. And now he's in a pretty bad spot because I think he doesn't have a good switch into this. Except for Silvally Electric, apparently. Great. Alright, well that's annoying. I guess that was a really good play on his part too. I need this thing alive for half of his team, so... That's annoying. This thing actually gives me a lot of trouble. How badly do I actually need this though? Because I mean, just getting damage on this thing is really important. The thing about Silvally is you just have to wear it down all the time. Oh, he switched. You made a play you did not have to make there. That was awesome for me, actually. And now I have to Ice Beam. Or actually, no, Energy Ball is a better call here. I hope this kills. I really hope this kills. Okay, good. We got it. That was actually amazing, because now he kind of is in this awkward... Oh, he's going to Smash, isn't he? I have Sucker Punch, thankfully. So I actually have Sucker Punch on 2 Pokemon. So I'm going to Hydro Pump. I've gotten really lucky with this so far. And that's fine. Do I think he'll Earthquake is the question. And even if he doesn't, I still have Mawile. Do I think he Earthquaked? Really? I am shocked. Alright, well, I have Grapple Act, and now I'm going to Sucker Punch 8 times in a row. So, we'll see what he does. Okay, Carkol's fine. That's good for me. And now I'm just going to go into Volibee, I think is the right play here. And I'm going to Defog, because why not? And then he'll just set up rocks. Yeah, I hate these situations where it's like no matter what I do, you're getting a hazard up. I wish I had Taunt. Alright, but I can actually pretty safely just U-turn here if he doesn't switch. So I'll get the burn probably. Yep, there's the Flame Body. And now I just go back into Octillery, and he's just setting up hazards, so just Hydro Pump again. I kind of wish I had Scald right now, because I don't have to worry about this missing, but I've gotten lucky. Wow, I've hit all of them. That's amazing. Okay, now if I do get the opportunity to defog, it'll actually matter. Okay, so my assumption here, again, I only have 2 Hydro Pumps, so I only need 1 actually, so now that I'm thinking about it, I only need 1 of these. Do I even need it actually at this point? Because Heatmore is not like a humongous threat, but watch me say that, and then it is. I'm gonna go Musharna here, because I don't see it being particularly useful. And if he Thunderbolts, okay, so he's special. So I can actually Trick Room here. That's awesome. That's a great scenario. Now, again, I'm going to Shadow Ball because of Mr. Rhyme. Even if Silvally kills me here, I can still... Okay, I got it. I called it. I'm on today. I'm actually making right calls, which never happens. Okay, and this is what I needed the Octillery for. So I'm assuming he's... Ooh, that did like nothing. Culver Berry. Okay. So I'm definitely going to get another Trick Room up with Dusclops, like without question. I'm definitely going to get one up. So all I need is a few turns now. So did I do any damage to Silvally? No, I didn't. Okay. We're going to go into Grapple Act here. I am going to Close Combat. I'm assuming this will kill him. Okay. And now if he goes into Electric, dude... Okay, Crustle, that's fine. I can just Power Up Punch here. So, and now that I know that he's special, I'm wondering if with the Assault Vest I can live this, or if it's just a smart play to go for Sucker Punch. I think I'll live it. I did. Okay, now I'm +1, and I kill him Close Combat. Awesome. Alright, we got it. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat meowing in the background, but he wants to get in the room, but he generally walks all over my keyboard while I'm using it. So that is something that I'd like to prevent from happening. So we'll do one more game because we're coming on like 30 minutes a little bit, or like 21 or so. And my computer might die because it's not plugged in either because I'm smart. So let's see if we can get one more game. I'll actually post this team in the description. I think that's like the smart thing to do. And you guys can try it for yourself. It's a lot of fun. To just do this, but you really do get an insane amount of type coverage between Octillery and Grapple Oct, and it's really cool. Like, Octillery has always been such a unique Pokemon because it learns like literally every special attack, which makes it very unique for sure, but its stats are just not good. Obviously, if Moody was allowed, which it definitely shouldn't be, by the way, if Moody was allowed, it would be even better, but it's not, which is, I think, a good thing, actually, because that ability is stupid. I don't even see the Dusknoir because his Wailord is so fat. Alright, so this is another team where I actually can probably sweep half of it with Grapple Act, so kind of a weird themed team. I'm assuming it's a Hail team. Like, I can't... Maybe not. I don't know, but I would like to get Rocks up as soon as possible because he has 2 Pokemon weak to it. I'm going to lead with Mawile because I think that's the best play here. And in this situation, he maybe specs Hydro Pump, and I don't know. And while this Pokemon is kind of useful, I think Rocks is just the most important thing right now to get up. So I'm going to do that. I don't see a Defogger on this entire team. Why would you switch this in? Huh. That's not going to kill. And this definitely will. So there's one Pokemon down. Alright. Cool. Alright, now here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take one turn. I'm going to play rough. If he has Body Press. Okay, that did nothing. Which tells me he's definitely fluffy, and he's definitely probably one attack. So I'm going to do this. I don't know if they usually pack anything else. That's the thing. And so I think I'm free to just do this right now. Okay, that's actually fine. I am not actually going to switch here. I'm going to stay in a Nightshade. This is going to do nothing, but at least I get to see what its set is. Okay. So he got that. This is where I can easily go on Octillery. I wanted to see if it was like Spec something, but it looks like just Scald, so that's not a big deal. And then I can just Energy Ball pretty easily. Again, Noir is a good switch here, but Dust Noir can't really do much against most of my team, so okay. He could also have the energy ball here. He is a fairy type. Oh, I can just Sludge Wave. The reason why I'm running Sludge Wave also over like Flamethrower and stuff like that is because there are a lot of things that I was seeing a lot when I initially made this team that this was particularly effective against. Namely, like Ludicolo was all over the place, and I was seeing a lot of Blossoms because running Strength Sap Quiver Dance was a really popular set when I was making this team. At least, this was like a few weeks ago, so things changed very quickly. But the idea is that it's a kind of a surprising thing for Fairy and also grass types. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Okay, Graplock's an easy switch here. I think what I should do, I think Close Combat's the right call. Even though I know he has Dust Noir, because I believe even if he switched, like, I don't think I would have gotten much out of it because I think I would have still had to switch out. So I actually am glad that I did that there, because normally I think on a normal day I would have actually probably 100% went for Brutal Swing. But I'm glad I did that. So this is a really good situation that I'm in now, because he probably has to go Noir or Wailord. There's Noir, so he sees my Assault Vest, which is why that did nothing. And then this is a free switch into Masharna here, because, again, probably is not Shadow Punch. Oh, he's probably Assault Vest, actually, now that I'm seeing this. Okay, so I will Shadow Ball. Oh, okay, that works too. Wailord is not that bulky. I think I should just Trick Room here, because, again, I'm worried about the double. That's really the main concern I have, because I think he's max defense, now that I'm seeing how little that did. Because I feel like in the last match, my Iron Head or Play Rough or whatever did a lot more damage. So we're going to go ahead and Psychic. Oh, yeah, he's definitely max defense. There's no way he was special defense there. And then this is just a free, whatever situation. I get to Shadow Ball. He probably has Shadow Sneak, but this is going to do a decent amount. Is he Assault Vest? I don't even know. But I'll kill with Shadow Ball. Alright, and that's that, guys. The thing about Trick Room teams is that they can be oppressive because a lot of people aren't prepared for them. But a lot of the time, they just sometimes don't work because you just have a bunch of slow Pokemon and your opponent sets up and you have nothing to tank a hit. So it's not a team that I think will like top the ladder, but it's been very consistent with this particular tier, at least before, and it looked like it did pretty okay today too. So I'll post the link to this in the description for those of you that want to try it out. There is also an alternative version of this team that I made, which actually uses Lapras over Octillery, Machoke over Grapploct, and it uses Gergeist over Dusclops, which works about the same. It just seemed like as I was playing more and more, I needed a little bit of a change up in what I was using. Lapras is a lot more bulky. Machoke also has Dynamic Punch, which is really, really good if you run the No Guard version. You could also run the Guts version with Flame Orb, and then it's one of like the strongest physical attackers in the tier, which is awesome. And then I just assumed that having, Gorgeist is just better than having Dusclops, but oftentimes, since I'm running it as max special defense, which I'll show you right here, so running this as like max special defense, it's really good switching to Glaceon, which is kind of what it's there for. So Gorgeist can't really do that, so it's really dependent upon what you want, but it's a good team either way, and I'll post in the description. So thanks everybody for watching, and as always, take care, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.